the permit we can get by Hanukkah. Welcome to Sheni V'Chamishi. We figured out a solution for kids frying out. How do we deal with it? So the first thing, the Rav in the community has to live in a beautiful residence. So I spoke to, and when the Rav lives in a beautiful residence, the kids don't have time to figure out how important Halakha is, but when they see that, they see it means business. Put your money where your mouth is, it's a serious thing. Like the mayor of New York, so you'll have like a Rav. So I spoke to Chesky Melamed, and he spoke to his friends by lunch, and they were talking over there, and I said, I suggested, instead of giving millions of dollars to the Israel Cancer Research, 1 year you hold back the donation, you put $8 million to residents, and then you put the Rav in a beautiful house. We talked about what it will be. Will it be modern? Will it be traditional? Because the architecture is very, it's a big problem. So, yeah. So we said, so the Zach was that we're going to put it like that. You take a big lot. Of course, it's going to have to be on President Street. And, you have a Rav in there. Let's say Shaye Braun, for example. We watched today his video on the Halakha of the day. It didn't come out so good because his Amaratzis was very deep. He brought down a Halakha, but he didn't understand that it doesn't apply today. And he spoke about reading newspapers and in the newspapers is Litzonis and they're secular and this and that. What he doesn't realize is most kids in Crown Heights, they're reading science. They're reading about biology. They're reading about how scientists get rid of diseases, which is history. And he himself, Shaye Braun, used to read in yeshiva from Chaim Sholzan, used to read the Panim Chadashis in the 80s, in 770. And that was Lashon Hara and Litzonis, Rechilus and Kahai Yavneh. He had caricatures of different rabbis and chatzels and stuff like that. They would do drawings and make fun and different stuff. So what we're going to do is, so the problem is that once the Rav looks like a serious guy, if he's an Amaritz, then everybody's going to know it when they watch his video. So that's problem number 2. So Chesky says, it's harmless. The videos that he makes anyway, the educated don't watch it. And if they see it, they laugh. Because the Hoiche Fenster, the upper crust of Crown Heights, their kids are learning, they're reading things. If they look at a newspaper, it's because they have a reason. They're not stam looking for how to kill time. These are kids that have questions, they're smart. So I said, okay, but you know that the uneducated and the poor, ein ani ela b'das, those who their parents couldn't guide them, they actually take his word like an authority. And the nonsense that he puts forward, it's harmful. And you have to, these kids who are gullible are going to lose out on their chance. They're going to think that what he said is a halacha, and it's b'chalal not a halacha, it's a joke. If somebody reads Litzonis and he doesn't have a head for learning, what else is he going to do on Shabbos? There's a saying, V'lo ya'amaretz chassid. I met Rabbi Braun, Simchas Torah in Crown Heights. I spoke to him. I saw he doesn't even know the mahalach of learning, how it works. So he quotes a Zohar to answer halacha, and then he drops a medrash in there. He doesn't get it. And now, educated kids in Crown Heights, their parents make sure that they know, before they learn Gemara, they know about the emergence of Rabbinic Judaism, about the mahalach, how the halacha comes forth, what's the conversation between the Rabban, who are the Poskim of today, right? Because if a Posek says that you can't say Yechi, so what's the halacha, Lamaisa? So your life doesn't get better than your mind does. So the job of the sophisticated people their job, their tachlis, their matara, their shlichus is to look out for the naive and the gullible and the weak of society. Right? This is the best accomplishment. So for him, he's obviously only going to hurt the gullible. So I said, you have to, you're already choosing it of, if it's so difficult, you should have the children of the 7th and 8th and 9th grade farher Rabbi Braun and have a discussion, open discussion with him, and leave the discussion open. If he tries to, because when I spoke to him, I asked him 2 questions, basic questions, and I shut my mouth and I said, please, go ahead. And he's like, was willst du von mir? Help! And he ran away, So, you need to leave the conversation open, and you have to have it that the young kids should be able to farher him and continuously speak to him about the same subject and not let him change the subject. And then you're going to have a very healthy community. Not only that, but Chabad is going to be the leader in the Torah world. Because if we prove to understand authority in a modern way, in a way that's healthy and safe, then the other communities are going to look up to us. And then we're going to be able to do Afatzas Hamayanis, Chutzah, and they're going to come for Chassidus, and they're going to come for L'chaims, and they're going to come for Shabbos, and we're going to rock and roll. So, thank you for watching Sheni V'Chamishi.